Human Rights Monitoring Agenda, HURMA, on Thursday, 17th of December 2020, paid a courtesy visit to Comrade Kunle Adegoke, Comrade, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, who was just called to the inner bar. The team, led by Comrade Buna Olaitan, consisted of several bigwigs of the association from different walks of life. A top official of the organization welcomed dignitaries present at the courtesy visit, while eulogizing the newly honored Comrade Kunle Adegoke.
The Executive Director of the Human Rights Monitoring Agenda and fellow comrades, the reason why we have to be here is to celebrate one of our own. When I say one of our own, I mean the person of Adegoke, Esquire, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Yoruba language, because they say something like we don't think Pagbo. The person we are celebrating today, we need to celebrate him because of one thing, because of the fact that inner bar, what is the inner bar? Inner bar is a position reserved in court for Senior Advocate of Nigeria. So radical lawyers in Nigeria who are members of the inner bar, I make bold to say that they are not up to 7 or 8. There are progressive lawyers who may be many, but radical lawyers who are members of the inner bar, they are very few. They are very, very, very few. And when one of our own, who still believe in our worldview, was elevated to this position, we don't have any other thing than to celebrate. Because if you see somebody in that prestige position, and because the basis of law, if you don't know, is capitalism. The basis of law is capitalism, is the instrument in the hands of the oppressor to sustain their economic views and values. And before you can see somebody from his background to get to that echelon, because whenever he got to that echelon around 70 or 71, when he could not make use of the privilege again, Onogoruwa got that position at 74, 75, when he could not make use of the privilege again. And what is the privilege? The privilege is when judges talk. Oh, sorry. When Senior Advocate of Nigeria talk, judges must be patient with them because they know that they are members of the inner bar. So when a Ghanaian who has been advocating for masses, who has been applying since 1978 because he was given in 2002 or 2003 or thereabout, when he was not given, when he had been exhausted, you can see that we are privileged. That my brother is being educated when he's in his early 50s. So which means he has many years ahead for this consistent struggle to liberate our society. And it didn't start today. It did not start today.
Comrade Buna, during his speech, expressed joy over the meeting and handed some documents over to Comrade Kunle Adegoke.
Member of the Human Rights Monitoring Agenda, the good team, is also a board member of the Human Rights Monitoring Agenda. So I will collect that yesterday, the board chairman of HURMA called me that Buna, let me tell you now that you should know that you need to do another letterhead, and where you need to put sand now. In front of Kira there. It's not a son. And also, his name must come before my name because he's now a senior member of the bar. So we had some discussions and quickly we have done that to present for the struggle to continue. I want to appreciate the consistency with some of our members. Some are still on their ways. I'll tell them this will be a lesson to always keep up to time. Your consistency, as you have heard, that yes, you are doing sacrifice. Also to our friends in the media, where we must always mobilize you and co. Yet, when we explain that comrades, we need to go on depth, you are always listening with us. I celebrate our members, the Human Rights Monitoring Agenda, for your consistency and sacrifice But from what you have heard now, it's always important that we have leaders that will always remind us, tell us what should be our focus. If you think you have sacrificed anything, you would realize that some people are done a lot. Some people are the reasons for us today to be enjoying all these fundamental rights we have in the Constitution. So it's important we are here to celebrate a leader in struggle. I will pray that with your humility, because I can be bold to say that in all the members of our legal team and the board members of HURMA, they are all upright. And because even in the left movement, there are tendencies that don't really see moral issue as anything good. But so the board, the members of HURMA, the leaders of HURMA, we are selected, on certain moral basis and the sacrifice they have made in the past. I was talking with somebody this morning and I told him why we shouldn't make materialism a primary focus. That has been destined. What will be will definitely be. If somebody said, Comrade, you will get 10 billion naira tomorrow, and you die today, which is beyond your control, yes, and you have led a very rough life, then you will be in lamentation for the rest of eternity. So, but if you sacrifice more for humanity, and you die instantly, you will be glad to meet the universal consciousness. And that is why we always appreciate people like Kunle for his simplicity and co. That's why that was why I in the last publication I did, that you see him very simple. And somebody that cannot finish a call, yet radicalism vibrates in him. So I present this to you from my office.
During his appreciation speech, Comrade Kunle Adegoke appreciated HURMA while renewing his oath to the struggle.
Many people will feel that probably we ought not to be here. Yeah, they are correct. We are not supposed to be here. We don't deserve the position we have found ourselves by virtue of pedigree, in terms of maybe parentage. No, we don't belong there. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Oh, my Yalata, Baba Olashoke, and I was supposed to be sitting behind the loom. We were supposed to be gatekeepers, we were supposed to be gatekeepers and probably hewers of wood for some highly privileged people. So when I was in Olaniwaja, I told them, I said, look, for these children, these privileged children that were coming to offices in their own cars, in their cars bought by their fathers but given to them, I said, look, we are not in the same class. We are mates of their fathers. They are mates of our own children, though we probably might be age mates, but we were passing through what their own parents passed through. So they are enjoying what our own children will come to enjoy. Then I wasn't married, and I was like, look, this is definitely the kind of lifestyle that God had ordained. And today, we are so privileged that, look, there is no difference. We now meet with them, we dine with them, we dine with their parents as well, who probably today are governors, are presidents, or what have you. But we must learn something, which time and events have come together to teach me. And what is that? Everything we are doing, let us do it because of good. Let's do it because of humanity. Sincerely, anytime I hear somebody is a comrade, and I look at the assessment of the fellow, and I know this is a genuine comrade, I believe that here is an embodiment of godliness standing before me. Whether it's a Christian, it's a Muslim, it's an atheist, I will use this opportunity to renew my oath to the struggle that I am committed to it. And I'm committed to humanity, and I'm committed to God, to continue fighting to the best of my ability to make sure that we liberate mankind from where it has found itself. I'll put it into politics. we have lost